So yeah, we got a sudden KP of 4, and here's the magnetosphere movie. We see a huge spike in the GOES magnetometer, and I'm in the middle of cooking sausage. So please leave a comment, as I'm just going to leave this open and display a couple different bits of solar wind data. So come join me as I flip over some Johnsonville brats and look at magnetosphere movies. Actually, you know what? Bear with me. Anyway, check out the pressure map. And there is issues going on with the camera. There we go. So anyway, we see geomagnetic unrest going on. And I guess I can turn the camera back on here. It's whatever time it is where you are. All right, so there's me, and there's the pressure map for the magnetosphere. Hey, thanks for joining us, Texas Rancher. Here's a real-time solar wind. It will load, I promise. We are having problems zooming. If I can't see the data, it's not worth having it loaded. And I'm about to throw my phone through a plate glass window. Anyway, we saw a sudden uptick in the solar wind speed there, as well as a sudden shift in the phi angle. I think what's going on is that plage is losing power. Here's the gong too. We don't see any significant polarity shift, apparently. Probably a series of CMEs, possibly with coronal hole wind streams kind of mixed in there, a little sputtering wind streams and coronal mass ejections would be my best guess. Again, we are within a day or so of changing polarity here. And what I'm talking about is, yeah, it could be stealth plasma. Exactly, stealth plasma. That's right. What we could be looking at is what color do I have turned on here? That's a hell of a color, right? There we go. There's your purple brush, folks, for those of you who are into the purple brush. I must have the opacity turned down. Let's see if I can fix that. Yeah, never mind. Anyway, there's what's going on the Gong 2. That's the heliosphere, magnetically speaking. Turn off draw on screen. Again, KP index up to 4. Not really expecting it to stay at 4. But there you have it. We're not going to talk about Ferdinand Magellan or Dr. Pierre-Marie Robitaille at this point. And I'm just going to let the pressure map keep playing for another couple of minutes while the Johnsonville brats get cooked. Thanks everybody for leaving comments. Let us know if our videos have been shadow banned in your experience, as we do not view 1,400 subscribers as any sort of milestone. The magnetotails kicked off to one side because of two things. One, because of the angle of the incoming plasma, and two, because of the seasonal tilt of the Earth's own magnetosphere. I should say three, too. There really is a third reason also, and it is because of the pole excursion. You know, we've got 2 north poles and 1 south pole, and that affects the angle, too. Anyway, here's this hit that's associated with the KP of 4. Viewing it on the University of Michigan geospace model V1.5 magnetosphere pressure map. On the left, you got the equatorial plane, and on the right, the one I prefer, the meridional plane, kind of viewing the planet from the side. You could always look at geospace ground perturbations. I'll take a quick look at that, see if it's affecting your backyard. And we do see some significant perturbations there. Let's let that movie play as well. I will shrink that down as small as possible so you can see the date stamps before I jump off of here and eat dinner. Big perturbations over Baffin Bay, as well as over Siberia. Looks like they're mainly coming from the north, folks. We'll just let that play for a quick minute, and chug some hams. Drink them if you got them. You got the St. Paul, Minnesota brew, the cheap stuff. We regularly do see a connection in the B fields there. Keep in mind the nature of the B field is that north does kind of meet south because these things do act like fountains. So if you could imagine a 3-dimensional fountain, you've got the B field. Let me use my other hand. I'm pretty ambidextrous. All right, so anyway, the B field comes out of the equator, right? It's shaped like this. But really, it's all because of the Z field, which the Z field is kind of like this. Does that make sense? I doubt it does. Man, oh man, what is going on with the colors? There's a problem with the opacity, folks, and I have no idea what it is. Anyway. So we see giant perturbations there. And yeah, so if we're on this map down here, this is looking down the Z fields of the planet. I guess I might as well play that too as a value-added service. So sudden unexpected perturbation there caused by some high-speed plasma. Coronal hole wind stream, perhaps coronal mass ejection. I like the globe view a little bit better, but hey, let's amass data. I'll let that play through a second time, and then I'll get out of here. I'm not sure how long their live stream is, but I'm thinking about, what, 10 minutes maybe? Leave a comment if you were expecting a KP of 4. I certainly wasn't. Here's one more run of the magnetic perturbations over the globe. And it looks like one of those striations is going across Africa right through the rift zone there, north of Madagascar. We'd be talking about right here. I really have no idea why the opacity is so bad. I'm going to see if I can fix it. Oh my gosh. Get that out of here. That has no place during a live stream. All right, forget it. And the whole operation is crashing. It's crashing down around us. It's not Google's fault. This time it's this guy's fault. This guy right here. What in the hell? All right, well, the food's done, and this live stream is so done because I got shit on the screen that I don't want there. So thanks for tuning in, whether you tuned it in live or you tuned it in not live. May the KP of 4 be at your back and the atherosclerosis absent from your arteries.